Iman Academy. We are based in Delhi, Mount Lavinia, a little away from here. So today I'm very happy to add on to the topic ethical leadership. We had a lovely presentation earlier in the morning. Now, it's a warm Monday morning. A principal walks into the schoolyard and notices a group of children huddled together. One boy sits apart, head down, alone. The principal hesitates. Should I intervene? Should I ask the student if everything is all right? Or would it embarrass the child in front of his peers? The split-second decision might seem small, but it carries a lot of weight. Now, it's a moment that could impact a student's trust, oh dear, safety, and perhaps belonging. Now, imagine hundreds of these moments happening every day in every school. This is why leadership isn't about policies or results, it's about ethics. Now, today we are here to talk about leadership, yes, but not just the what and the how, but why leadership. Ethical leadership is the core of the creating schools where students and staff thrive, where fairness is practiced and where integrity is non-negotiable. There is no other purpose of education, and there is no other purpose that is more significant than ethics in a school surrounding, in a learning environment. So, I've been reading this book, all right, Peter Northouse, an amazing amount of content here that I learned from. He says, leadership is not just about achieving goals, it's about how those goals are achieved, right? What is my roadmap? How do I climb the ladder? And when I'm climbing the ladder, what are the things am I supposed to be very concerned about? Now, as you can see here, our decisions ripple through classrooms, goes on to the staff rooms, and then the homes of every student. Every single muscle we move as an educator, as a leader. Now, how weighty is that? This is what research says, that the relationship of ethical leadership with teachers, organizational behavior, attitudes, and perceptions. Findings, ethical leadership is pivotal in shaping a positive school environment. No questions asked. A study highlighted that principals' ethical behavior significantly impact teachers' commitment and the overall school climate. Study number 2 reveals that role of ethical school leadership in shaping adolescents' aggressive attitudes. And that finding points that the ethical leadership directly affects students' moral development and academic success. Leaders who model ethical behavior set standards that influence students' values and actions. And the third study is that the head teachers, the ethical leadership of head teachers and its impact on teacher motivation. And study reveals that there is a significant positive association between principals' ethical leadership style, characterized by integrity, honesty, and considerate treatment of staff, and elevated intrinsic motivation levels of teachers. So this is what studies suggest in terms of ethical leadership and the connection that it has overall in our school environment. Now, I just love what he says here. So Northouse says, he outlines 5 core principles of ethical leadership, right? Here are the words: respect, serving others, justice, honesty, and building community. This really inspired me to to come up with something, which you will see in a little while. But remember this, okay? And remember what it says. Because respect is more than just a polite language. It's not about how very well mannered you talk. No, it's so much more than that. It's making sure that every student feels seen. I'm right at the back of the class, but I can be seen, I can be heard, I will be listened to. Serving others means leading with humility. How humble, how low can you get to meet the student at their level? And then justice demands tough decisions made with fairness. Now, this is not easy. You and I know that. And honesty creates trust, and building community turns a school into a family. All right? So, there you go. Ethical leadership just isn't about a mindset. It's actionable. Here are tools that principals can use daily, whether it's listening deeply or staff concerns or applying consistent discipline. So, active listening strategies. How hard is it to listen? Fair discipline practices. Transparent communication methods, which again in the morning was discussed about, and creating safe spaces for dialogue. Now, here's scenario 1, the ethical dilemmas. Scenario 1 talks about grade tampering for a struggling student. Compassion versus academic integrity. Do I feel sorry for this kid? Oh, she really badly needs to score. Should I do something about it? My heart doesn't let me not do anything about it. Ouch. What do I do then? Conflict between two students. Handling bias when personal connections are involved. I know this person, I know this person's mother, now I surely need to, can I not? Should I not? And budget cuts, balancing staff well-being and student needs. Whose side do I take? How will I manage everything? Principals, oh dear principals. The dilemma. Now, here are the things that you could do to build a culture of integrity. In my practice and in my school, I'll just share with you a little some things. So, embedding ethics in daily school practices have really helped. Daily school practices. We've got creative with these daily school practices, which I'm about to share. Recognizing and rewarding ethical behavior. Give them awards. Just like the best subject at the highest score, give them award. Award them with the best behavior award. The helpful student award. The kindness quest challenge winner award. Where are these awarded trophies? Continuous reflection and professional development about how to be the good human being that you are. Everybody has goodness in them, don't they? So, we have something called morning integrity check-in. What's that? Every morning, before lessons begin, students and teachers engage in a 5-minute discussion or a thought-provoking question related to ethics. Example, how can we show honesty today in our classrooms? How does honesty look like? What does it look like? What colors can honesty have? Whoa, okay, can honesty have a color? If so, what would that be? What would we do if we see someone being treated unfairly? Why is it important to keep promises? Keep your word. Why? Oh, come on, grow up. Another best practice, recognizing and rewarding ethical behavior. We have something called the Iman Integrity Spotlight Program. Okay, so teachers and students nominate peers who demonstrate ethical behavior. We have a rubric that needs to be followed, right? Kindness gestures such as returning lost items, helping a friend, standing up for someone being treated harshly or unfairly, admitting mistakes and making amends. I made a mistake-friendly environment, this is. Please forgive me. The recognized students receive a shout out during circle time, which is assembly, okay, and a certificate of integrity emphasizing that ethical behavior is just as valuable as academic success. Those are those certificates. A fabulous behavior award for portraying model behavior that enriches lives of others as it does to oneself. That's what the certificate says. The most helpful student award for demonstrating compassion and sensitivity for the needs of others. This is our sports program. Our logo for our sports days spell out this. It's the Imanian Good Sports Day. Those are the three houses, but we emphasize on the goodness in character and etiquette while playing sports. And over there, it's the Imanian Good Futsal. And the tagline is Goodness Scores. Now, these have been really valuable for us to help children be good. It's not easy, is it, to be good? Seriously now. It's so hard to be good all the time. Right? So we need to be able to help them navigate through their relatable little lives, empathize with them, and bring in the goodness into everywhere possible so that it can be easily maneuvered and embraced. We have performance days, and our performance days on stage always have something to do with ethics. This is the girls section. It says echoes of empathy in the realm of emotion where hearts enmesh, plays of compassion, a timeless refresh, stories unfold, connections so deep, echoes of empathy, a promise to keep. And every single play consists of a message that will help them improve the person they are, or the people we are. And over there, the boys, it's called the Valor, from legends to leaders of today, a portrayal of bravery across the plethora of contributions in life, coming alive on stage, voicing what needs to be heard. Giving children a voice to let their feelings really come out. And then when we move on to professional development, here are the discussions we have. How do we ensure fairness when resolving conflicts? This fellow fights with this fellow wants this and that, and so on and so forth. What steps should we take when a student confesses to wrongdoing? I did something wrong. Oh my God, are we used to this? For them to just come and confess like that? Are we used to these confessions? And if so, what are our responses? Are we ready for the right responses? Are we ready to celebrate their innocence and their bravery and their courage to say, I made a mistake? How do we balance discipline with compassion? The hearts that we have. How do we manage that heart? And the right thing to do. So these sessions strengthen ethical decision making and reinforces the school culture of accountability and fairness. As school leaders, we shape not only the academic future of our students, isn't it? But also their moral compass. The question isn't just, did they succeed? But did we lead them there with integrity? That would be the question. Now, I said I was inspired by North House's 5 principles of ethical behavior. And here I am going to end with something that I put together to hopefully remember that. This is what my staff will chant, hopefully, once they are done memorizing it. So, here it goes like this. Respect is more than words we say. It's how we act each school day. It's lifting voices, big and small, making sure we see them all. Serving others, leading true, not above but right with you. With open hands and humble hearts, that's where true leadership starts. Justice stands so firm, so tall, fairness given to one and all. Not swayed by power nor by fame, every choice is just the same. Honesty, the pillar strong. Trust is built when things go wrong. Truth will guide and light the way, even on the darkest day. And in the world, in the halls where children grow, a sense of family starts to grow, starts to show. Community, a bond so tight, where love and learning shine so bright. So lead with heart, stand bold and true, for every child depends on you. Respect, serve, be just and kind, with honest hearts and open minds. Because a school's not bricks or land, it's built by the leader who takes a stand. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any questions, you're most welcome to ask.